servant to the great Ahasuerus, king of the majestic Persian Empire. I have a question. No, a riddle for you. How did a simple, poor captive in a foreign land rise to become next in power to the strongest king in the world? You don't know? Then I shall tell you. It all started with a little orphan girl, alone on the streets of Shushan.
Little star. find out. Oh, but darling, duty is discreet. We don't want any trouble for her here in the streets.
Yes, dear. One mouth, two ears.
Oh, terrible news!
And you've not told me already?
From my mouth straight to your ears. Just listen to this.
This news is tragic.
But wait, there's more.
They both are gone?
Verified.
Naomi, listen. Tell me more. Heartbreaking. Have you heard?
May God protect us. Do you know where?
Right here.
Still not found. Waiting for so many years.
All right, Leia. She is one of us. Her father's name is Abigail.
That's a solid Jewish name. Abraham. Such a pretty little girl. I do wish we could take her home with us.
Only we can take them all home with us.
Thanks, mister.
Someone bigger, someone stronger. And that is
Yes, that was his name. Such a sad story. I heard it only last week.
What are you talking about, Rachel?
Why, haven't you heard?
Come on, Hadassah.
What did she call her? Her name? She said Hadassah. Hadassah! Yes! That's the one!
Shalom, Rachel.
Shalom, Abigail. Oh, I have news so astonishing that you will not believe your ears.
And what is this news that first you must not sit down and refresh yourself? How is your mother?
My mother. My mother is... Oh, how can I tell you about my mother when there is once-in-a-lifetime crucial news such as I have?
Crucial news, you say? Well, do sit down, Rachel.
It is better you sit down, Abigail. My news is not good. Last week I heard the news, terrible it was. So fine and young and strong, this man I'm speaking of. His name is one you know, a relative, I'm sure. His wife was first to go. Her illness long endured. Poor man. But that's not all there is. He died within a week of losing his dear wife with agony. I speak. They left a little child, a little girl of 5, lost somewhere in the town.
only one who moved into the city so long.
That's the one.
He was a good man, a true son of Abraham.
Baruch Hashem.
Blessed be the one true judge.
And his daughter?
Hadassah, she is alive. I saw her in the streets of Shushan just today.
So now with the sorrow, it seems we are also to receive a blessing. A blessing, to be sure, that we must first convince to come home with us. Feed, clothe, provide.
With what? We have nothing.
But a blessing all the same.
And how is it that we should be so lucky as to find a little girl in such a big city? And tonight, Shabbat, the sun is almost set. The day of rest has begun. Now is such a good time to go, I ask you?
An orphan like the ox doesn't remember to keep Shabbat.
And what does the ox have to do with it?
Remember, we broke Shabbat 1 month ago to pull the ox out of the ditch.
From your mouth now to the entire world! Of course we broke Shabbat. The ox was not 10 feet from our door. Who could keep Shabbat with all that noise?
Certainly not the ox.
But the house, where would she sleep? Shalom, Rachel.
Shabbat shalom. But I need to tell you, you are her only living relatives.
She has no one on her mother's side?
None.
Well, then she's our responsibility.
And our privilege. You are certain it was her.
You think that it was not? Of course I am sure. You can go see for yourself.
Well, what does she look like?
She's very dirty.
Of course she's dirty. Which one isn't?
Well, she's about this tall, with dark hair to about here, and her face, behind all the dirt, is somewhat pleasing. It makes her stand out among them.
Oh, Mordecai, she's our responsibility, and she's lost, alone in the dark.
But the stars will be bright tonight, see? It won't be so dark.
Hadassah, a little star. Oh, how can we ever hope to find her?
We will look until we do. Thank you, Rachel. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Abigail, Mordecai. May this be a mitzvah to you.
God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, would you be so kind to lead us to her quickly? It is, as you know, Shabbat, the day of rest.
Questions. I look up into the sky and see the stars. Why are they there? And I see the moon. Why is it there? But my biggest question is, why am I here? Do you see me? Do you know me? I'm Hadassah.
Bears a striking resemblance to my uncle.
What's your name, sweetheart?
Hadassah.
And your father?
Abigail, but I haven't seen him for a long time.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you, but both of your parents have died.
I kind of thought something bad happened. I've been lost for so long.
Would you like to come home with us?
Home?
Yes, by Jewish law, we are now your parents.
Will you be our daughter?
Yes, I would like that very much.
Oh, Mordecai, we found our little star at last.
Yes, we have. We certainly have.
Shall we name her?
I'm Hadassah.
A little star plucked from the sky. Kahaf-Katan.
I like my name, Hadassah.
I don't think it would be wise to call her by a Jewish name.
Perhaps the Persian equivalent? Esther.
Hadassah! Hadassah!
Esther. Esther. Yes, I like it.
So do I.
Esther it is then.
All right, come on, Esther. Let's get you cleaned up. Esther. Esther, come on, honey.
Why do you call me Esther?
Esther is a Persian name.
Why not my name Hadassah?
Hadassah is a Jewish name. The Jews are strangers in this land. We'll be discreet. We must be wise. We mustn't try to stir up trouble, though we never compromise.
Why?
God gave us certain laws to follow, because we are His chosen ones. Some things we eat, and some we don't. And prayers we say as chosen sons.
Why?
A covenant He gave us long ago on the mount, that if we follow all His laws, no sickness or disease shall count.
Why?
We must a holy people be through all our generations. For through our people, God will send a Savior for all nations.
Why?
Our people, through their willful ways, were captured by the Syrians. But Babylon was then replaced by the empire of the Persians.
Why?
His God's in charge, and someday we will go home to Jerusalem. Next year, and yet next year, our hope keeps true before them.
Why?
All Jews love their homeland.
And you, little star, are a Jew. You were born a Jew, you'll marry a Jew, and you'll die a Jew too.
So, why do you call me Esther?
Why? All I hear, why? I've never talked so much before in my life. Why? Ask me why?
This is how she came to become a good Jewish wife.
Adonai, Elohim, Melech haolam. Amosir lechem min haaretz.
The years passed quickly, and as Esther grew into a beautiful young girl, her adopted parents continued to teach her about the many traditions, customs, rituals, and feasts celebrated by her people.
Now, Esther, we are going to prepare for the Passover feast. We'll put the unleavened bread down here.
And here's the bitter herb dish.
Why didn't our bread rise? Why need matzo balls and salt? Does eating this seem wise? And what's now wrong with malt?
When Israel was a stranger in Egypt long ago, God freed our people through 10 plagues.
It was a mighty show.
Why?
The last plague was the night we put the lamb's blood on the door. The death angel came, but passed our house, while Pharaoh cried no more.
Why?
All firstborn sons of Egypt were dead the very next day. A wail arose as all the people helped us get away.
Why?
God gave us favor with them. and we borrowed what we could.
We took our bread the way it was and got away for good. Why, Pharaoh and his chariots chased us to the sea. But through the night, we walked on land as dry as it could be. Why, a mighty wind arose that night and blew for us a path. When Pharaoh's army tried to cross, the water roared right back.
Why?
Moses raised his staff in faith, obedient to God.
And now we celebrate this feast.
Don't think it's something odd.
So, why didn't our bread rise?
Why? All I hear, why?
I've never talked so much before in my life.
Why? Asking me why? This is how she learned to become a good why? All I hear, why? I've never talked so much before in my life. Why? Asking me why? This is how she learned to become a virtuous wife.
Amen. There are so many laws to follow.
Yes.
So much to learn.
Yes.
How can I remember it all?
Well, it's very important that we pay attention to all of the details so that we can pass down the laws and traditions to the next generation of Jewish people.
Will God punish me if I forget to do something just right?
It's not hard to please God. He is a God of love. Yes, there are laws to follow. Many laws to help us live a healthy, full life. But the one that matters most is the first one. Love Him with all your heart.
To do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our God.
Yes, to love Him and everyone else too. That should cover it all.
Just love.
His name is love. I see His loving face, smiling and full of grace. His name is love.
Yes, but it's also mandatory that we follow all the
His
rules.
name is love. Eyes like a dove so pure, making me very sure. His name is love.
Yes, but it's essential to obey every
And
law.
when I hear His step draw near,
We must
and
follow
I sense His presence here,
to the letter.
feel His tender touch.
Where exceptions, though none, it's always
But
better.
when I see His mighty hand, then I begin to understand.
Life
He is so wonderfully real. His name is love.
Yes, that's true, of course, but it's also very important that we look at that.
Good afternoon. This is an edict from the king, and may I be the first to congratulate you and yours.
And what is this honor that we should be so suddenly congratulated?
Why, your Esther has been issued an invitation, a mandatory invitation.
The king has appointed his officials to scout out the land and choose the most beautiful young maidens as candidates for the king's household. From those candidates, he will choose one to be his bride, the queen of all Persia.
And our Esther has been chosen?
Quite the honor, eh?
Esther has grown up to be quite beautiful.
And may I just say, it was a very good choice. A very good choice indeed, sir. Her beauty has not gone unnoticed. My congratulations. Or should I say my condolences, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So, dear wife, it seems the good Lord is to once again bless us with a gift.
A gift? What on earth are you talking about?
Why, a Persian king is the newest member of our family. To be sure, he's not exactly the son I had envisioned, but...
No! It's impossible. She can't go. Haven't we taught her to follow all of our laws and traditions, to be a good Jewish wife? And now after all this, only to be swallowed up into the king's harem?
It's not a request, Abigail. It's a command. She must go to the palace. We dare not disobey this mandatory invitation.
But Jewish law specifically forbids this kind of a union with the goyim.
We must trust God, my dear.
Oh, the things we have suffered. She will be in danger, great danger. What is to become of her? What is to become of us?
Abigail, dear wife. His name is Peace. He speaks such peace to me. His voice is heavenly. His name is Peace.
His head is in the clouds.
His name is Peace. His presence fills the air, making me so aware. His name is Peace.
He's unreasonably optimistic.
And when I hear his step draw near,
We must hide
when I sense his presence here,
keep her hidden.
his tender touch,
Rare exceptions, but surely this must be forbidden.
when I see his mighty hand, then I begin to understand. He is so wonderfully real. His name is Peace.
But I don't want to leave you. You found me, took me in, and taught me to live by God's holy laws. My heart is here.
You have been like a daughter to me. You have obeyed me in everything I have asked of you, and I'm asking you to trust me now.
But how can I continue to live by the traditions of my people if I'm not here with you?
And who will help her to keep the feast? And oh, the Shabbats.
We will have to trust the Lord to continue that task for us, dear wife.
But you must go with her and make sure that it is all done properly.
You think the Lord may leave something out? Maybe a tradition or two? No one must know that you are Jewish. You must keep that secret well. I'll do what I can. We'll find ways to communicate. But you must not tell anyone your true heritage or what I am to you.
Why?
My looks, my name, it all gives me away. But you could easily pass for Persian, and your Persian name will keep the secret for you.
But if she is not chosen as queen, she'll become one of the king's many concubines, shut away in a room, away from her friends, her family, her people, her God.
Mother, please don't cry. I am willing to go.
But how will you be happy, my poor little star?
It will be all right. He will be my happiness. His name is Joy. He gives my heart a song. Be with me all day long. His name is Joy. His name is Joy. He gives me melody.
they are leaving. And with so many things to carry, it will soon be dark.
She's gone forever.
Esther, why?
She has been summoned to the palace.
So now she is dead to us? Oh, to have died in her place! But I must go, my dear friend. So many errands to run. You know. Oh, such news! I'm out to burst. I have just found out something that no one else knows.
Don't keep me in suspense. Tell me now.
It is this. Esther has been taken to the palace.
Are you sure?
Of course I am sure. I heard with my own 2 ears.
Naomi, have you heard? Esther's left us never to return. Never.
Oh, Eva, listen to me. Today there is to be mourning at the house of Mordecai.
What days are not going here, Sean?
So, the most beautiful girls in the kingdom were taken to the palace at Shushan. Some were in awe, some were homesick, some were scared, but most were thrilled at the thought of being chosen as queen. The king's eunuchs were in charge of making sure the girls had everything they needed.
My brother envies me in this position. He thinks it's a cushy job, working around beautiful women all day. He does not know how much work it is trying to keep 100 women happy.
It's a hard, thankless job, all right. 18 hours a day, being ordered around like slaves.
Hey, guy, fix my sandals. Hey, guy, wash the windows. Hadassah, clean the patio. There's a mess!
Don't forget to bring me my feathers.
Shashkas, take away these perfumes and bring me more spices. No, not those spices, the other ones.
Bring me gold threads and fix my dress. Massage my feet. And mine too. And bring me oysters.
I want all.
Bring me cake this minute. I'd like some pigs. And bring me some plump raisins.
I believe I'll have some sweets.
Bring me more sweets, please. And more sweets. And more sweets.
And finally, our shift is over. We're in bed, fast asleep, when a voice calls out,
Hey, guy! I'm sick! Call the doctor! Hey, she's sick! Clean up the mess!
and we're all sick. Get them up.
Yeah, you know the rest. We're just like slaves. No one bothers to thank us either.
No wonder nobody wants this job.
I didn't have a choice.
Neither did I.
None of us did.
Well, I did.
You did?
For as long as I can remember, I've planned, dreamed, and schemed of doing this. And now that I'm finally here, I plan to go straight to the top. My goal is to one day be in charge of the second house of women.
The second house? Buddy, you think what we do here is hard? The girls in this house still have a chance to become queen, but the women in the second house, they know they'll never be queen.
You'll be surrounded by disappointed,
disillusioned,
unfulfilled, and unhappy women.
And what's wrong with that? I can handle it. I'm good at what I do. I love the job you hate. I get up at dawn to get here first and try to stay here late. I don't take my breaks and it's hard to quit at night. I'm cut out for this job. For me this job is right.
For you this job is right.
I'm a friend to all the ladies. Never mind tis I that they order me around. While I never bat an eye.
While you never bat an eye.
Why did I sign my life to a job that's hard to pick? It's because I was born to be a eunuch.
Born to be a eunuch.
I love to be a eunuch.
And a good one and so loyal.
Taking care of ladies royal. I'm happy with my work. This job must be my call. For when the girls depend on me, I feel I'm 10 feet tall. I'm the brother that they lost, and the father that they kissed. I'm the child they never had, with the husband that they missed.
With the husband that they missed.
I'm a friend to all the ladies, never mind says I, that they order me around. While I never bat an eye.
While you never bat an eye.
Why did I sign my life to a job that's hard to pay? It's because I was born to be a eunuch.
Born to be a eunuch.
I love to be a eunuch.
And a good one and so loyal.
Taking care of ladies royal. I'm so happy I am dancing.
He is crazy, but don't tell him. He is headed for the big time in the second house of women.
They will love me as I serve them for the rest.
For the rest. For the rest of your life.
Didn't you tell him?
Who?
Your brother, the one that envies you. Did you tell him how hard it is?
I tried to, but he's like Shazgaz. All he sees is that they're all so beautiful.
The most beautiful girls in all the kingdom.
Did the king choose many of the ones we sent him last week?
Not a one.
Zephyr's sending more candidates today. Maybe one of them will be our new queen.
I doubt it. Not with his record. Why, the second house of women is already bulging at the seams with candidate rejects.
Poor girls, they need me.
Oh, here they come.
Here we go again.
Yes, here we go again.
So this is it. Look at all the gold. What beautiful dresses! Do we get to keep them?
What about jewels? I was told I would get to wear lots of jewels.
This is boring.
Hey, these guys are cute.
What are they doing here? I thought this was a house for women only.
I think she'll like it here.
I want to go home.
Is there a line? We're seeing the line.
Whoa! Look at the one that just walked in. She's the most stunning girl I've ever seen.
Where? Whoa, she's a knockout, all right. There's something about her. Can't quite put my finger on it. Give her the things she needs, and give her the best place in the house. Let her get started right away with the purification process.
I know. 6 months of oil of myrrh, and 6 months with sweet odors and other things. I have smelled like myrrh for the past 2 years.
Go and get maidservants. Get 7 for her. Get them from the king's house.
Maidservants? Do we get maidservants?
Who cares?
Thank you. What did she get? I want some too.
Me too. Don't leave me out.
Nice dress.
What is it? And why does she get to be first?
We can't all be first, silly.
Move over, Shauna. You're in my way. I want to see what's going on.
Are we getting in line or something? Where is the end of the line?
Ladies, please, you'll all get some. These spices are for your purification process.
Purification? What's that? I wasn't told anything like that.
Me neither. Well, I'm allergic to spices that make me break out in hives.
What about servants? She's getting some. Now where's mine?
And what about my spices?
Yeah, what about
Hey! You'll all get spices, and the servants as well. After all, you must be prepared to meet with the king.
Yes, you'll each get a private audience with the king.
Wait until all the boys at home hear about this. I get to have my own private audience with the king.
The boys at home? Don't you know?
Done.
You're never going home, ever again.
King Ahasuerus is looking for a queen.
I thought King Ahasuerus already had a queen.
I heard about her. The most beautiful woman in all the land.
Oh, her? Yeah, she got banished.
You mean she's gone?
That is what banished means.
Well, tell us what happened. Yeah, tell us.
Vashti was a beautiful gal. She knew how to dress up fancy and well, with pearls and diamonds, silk and gold. But she would not do what she was told. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man.
The king gave a feast for all his pals. The queen threw a banquet for the gals. When the heart of the king was merry with wine, he asked the queen to come in.
She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man.
He wanted to give a beauty show. How fair she was, they had to know. He told his wife, she sent back word.
She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man. So anger burned, the king was mad. His wise men said, now this is bad. The women in the land might hear and say, with equal rights with his open. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her
and the saying pleased them all. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man. She was gorgeous, but she would not obey her man. So Vashti lost her royal place. She left the palace in disgrace. Sorry, maybe, but too late. Banished him to be her fate. Vashti was a beaut. Ahasuerus was a brute. She was gorgeous, yeah, but yet she just would not obey her man. Oh yeah!
The king is looking for a new queen.
One that is beautiful and obedient.
And will do everything just right. Will vow just right with brow just right. Act just right, react just right. Laugh just right, clap just right. Talk just right and walk just right. Dress just right, caress just right. Look just right and cook just right. Think just right, do just right. Be sweet when we eat and do everything just right. Everything just right. We'll do everything just right. Everything just right. Yes, we will.
Yes, you might.
Yes, we will. We'll bow just right with brow just right. Act just right, react just right. Laugh just right, craft just right. Talk just right and walk just right. Dress just right, caress just right. Look just right and cook just right. Think just right, drink just right. Be sweet when we eat and do everything just right.
Such agitation, everything just stress and agony.
Do everything just
Try to pass this stress.
Yes, we will.
Yes, you might.
Yes, we will.
You go, girls!
Each day, Mordecai walked before the court of the women's house to see how Esther was doing. They had found a way to secretly communicate with each other through trusted servants.
Thank you. I am happy and well. Haggai has taken an interest in me and is watching out for my needs. Each girl must go before the king. She can take whatever clothing and jewels she desires, but she only has one chance to impress him. Afterwards, she is taken to the second house of women, never again to see the king unless he specifically asks for her by name. My appointed day is very soon. Haggai, he is a good man, always impeccably dressed. I've observed him many times in the courtyard.
Is there a reply, sir?
Yes. Tell her to trust Haggai and to use the suggestions he gives her.
announcing His Imperial Majesty, the great King Ahasuerus.
The king is ready. What is on today's agenda?
The king's agenda is long. The kings of Sion, Damascus, and Assyria are here to meet with you. Oh, great Ahasuerus.
Yes, yes.
They've been waiting here 3 days already. So.
They can wait. Read on.
Your noble princes must have a conference with you regarding some Judah.
They can wait as well.
Your most noble prince, Prince Haman, requests an audience with you, sire.
Haman? What's he doing here?
It's regarding the promotion you promised him some weeks ago.
Yes, I remember. Next.
Some merchants request an audience with you, sire, regarding their shipments which were lost at sea.
They can wait as well. Wasn't there something a bit more on the, well, I don't know, the domestic line of things?
Do you mean the leaks in the roof of the servants' quarters?
No, not that.
The maidens, remember?
Oh, let's see, beat the creeks. Yes, here it is. The king must continue to interview candidates for a new queen.
Exactly. And how many maidens are there to interview?
150, sire.
Only 150? Quiet! Why so few?
You've seen 850 maidens already, sire. With all due respect, the great Ahasuerus.
1,000 first-class, beautiful maidens is all we can gather for your kingdom, sire.
The rest would, shall we say, be second-class beautiful maidens.
I see.
However, if we were to wait, say, 4 years, the 10-year-olds would then be 14, and we would have a whole new crop of maidens to choose from.
Yes, but I've done that already. For 5 years I have waited, and every day my hopes soar, only to be crushed with disappointment. They are beautiful, yes, but none as beautiful as my beautiful Vashti.
You're beautiful, beautiful, disobedient Vashti.
You're right, my disobedient.
Beautiful Vashti. Did I mention that she was beautiful?
Yes, sire, you did. But surely there must be someone just as beautiful somewhere in your kingdom.
Not just as beautiful, but more beautiful. We have more candidates prepared for you today. They have all gone through the purification process and are ready to be seen by your majesty.
Oh, the hardships of being king. Very well. Let us begin the duties before us.
Shall we escort the visiting kings into the chamber, sir? They've been waiting for 3 days.
The princes are waiting.
And the nobles are waiting.
The merchants are waiting as well.
Duty calls before pleasure. And tell the kings, princes, nobles, and merchants to go home. I cannot wait for them today. I must take care of internal affairs before international ones. I must continue our quest for my new queen.
Yes, Your Majesty.
This room is just like all the others. Too much silver and not enough gold. Oh, Your Majesty, I'm so glad to finally get to talk to someone who's in charge around here. I've been compiling a list of things that simply must happen before I can become queen. First, let's talk about the gardens. There's simply not enough flowers to counteract all the greenery. The roses are simply not big enough, and there are too many red ones. Also, the accessories in your first house. There needs to be more. Not enough necklaces and too many bracelets. The servants are also fanning way too... We'll talk about it later then. And how did you get away with wearing such clothes?
What's he like? What's he like? Tell us what can we expect? Was it easy? Was it hard? Did he accept the reject? Is he handsome? Is he plain? Is he kind or cruel and vain? Is he fun and is he wonderful or ugly and insane? What's he like? What's he like? Tell us what can we expect? Was it easy? Was it hard? Did he accept the reject? And not very is he dark or rain? Is he good and is he wonderful or ugly?
is Esther, sire.
Esther. There's a musical feel at the sound of her name. And I am on by a radiant face so pure. And I think that I sense, that I know, that I'm sure that I like her.
You like her?
I like her. I like her a lot. With her beside me, I look absolutely stunningly magnificent.
She is, sire. She is unexplainable.
There's a magnetic draw from another place. And I am on by a radiant face so pure. And I think that I sense, that I know, that I'm sure that I want her.
You want her?
I want her.
But sire, you want me.
But I need her.
Need her. But this does not make sense. Every need should have already been more than amply
She has something to give that I need to gain. And I think that I sense, that I know, that I'm sure.
It's intermission. Why are you still here?
There are amazing treats for you in the lobby.
Better hurry. Let's save the stuff for us, okay?
I have mouth-watering news for you all. Ignore the kidnapping going on. In the lobby, there are amazing refreshments for all of you, treats and goodies and such. And Marilyn has some books for sale. To help reduce long lines to the ladies' restroom, there is another restroom upstairs to my left, your right, in the balcony. And we are a volunteer nonprofit organization, so donations are accepted along with feedback. We love your feedback. And thank you so much for coming tonight, and thank you for being a citizen of Shushan.
So, Esther became queen. The king loved her and was very happy. But Mordecai still sat each day in the king's gates, checking in on Esther, praying and keeping well informed of any activity that was about to occur. One day, he overheard two of the king's chamberlains talking.
You know, you could do it tonight. Yeah. It'd be a cinch. Just, stick him in the ribs and twist a little. Nothing to it. Goodbye, old King A. And then we could yell and scream for the guards to come. And we could act like terrified innocents and no one ever would ever think it was us.
Angry doorkeepers were plotting to kill the king. Mordecai immediately sent word to Queen Esther. Who in turn told the king. For the foiled attempt to Mordecai. And so, it was entered into the king's records that Mordecai the Jew saved the king from death at the hands of his servants.
You recruit, sir.
Assign them to doorkeeping. Replacements were recruited and quickly trained for service. About this time, the king promoted Haman above all his other princes. He ordered those that were the king's servants, as well as those in the king's gates, to bow to him.
Oh, they call me Mr. Wonderful. Yes, they do. Oh, unforgettable. I'm one of the few, one of the few. He's quite a I am commemorative. I am communicative. I've been manipulative. I'm quite a They call me Mr. Wonderful. Yes, they do.
Why did you not keep the king's command and bow to Haman?
And should I do honor to a murderous son of Agag if our prophets specifically forbid it?
Your prophets? Oh, you must be one of those fanatical Jews. Haman will want to hear about this. Oh, Haman! He's a Jew.
A Jew?
A Jew.
That's you.
Oh, Haman, I'm so proud. Everyone bows to you, and admits that I alone happen to be the wife of this wonderful, awesome, unforgettable, and recently promoted Haman.
But how can I be happy so long as Mordecai,
Oh, him again.
Mordecai the Jew, refuses to bow?
He's a Jew.
A Jew. Just today, I passed him in the courtyard, and there he was, strong, silent, bold, and unbowed. Oh, the daily humiliation of it galls me. I've tried every devious thing I can think of. I even tried once to be civil to him. But he just wouldn't budge. And to make matters worse, after having endured such insolence, I'm expected to go smiling into the king's presence as though nothing is wrong.
Oh, but you've got influence with the king. You can ask him for anything you want. You could have that Jew banished, as you did for Masha. Or you could arrange a kidnapping, like you did for that little rascal Jamal.
No.
Or an accident, like you did last spring for a greedy neighbor, Basha.
No.
Or
An execution. Well, there's an idea. I would have to be very delicate in my approach.
You're so intelligent, so smart.
These cagey wheels are turning.
There is something so appealingly clever about a ruthless man climbing up the ladder. Step on toes, climbing high, scratch and shove to reach the sky, reach the sky.
I'm thinking.
Raucous flattery endears you to his highness. Eliminate all competition in the process. Climbing
I'll convince the king that all Jews, the whole race, are treacherous, disloyal, greedy, and independent thinkers.
Yes, yes!
Oh, just leave it to me. Not only will I be rid of that irritating Mordecai, but also every living fool who ever dared to call himself a Jew.
Oh, you are so cunning, so sly. You put the purr in Persian.
I know. Come, let's inquire of the astrologers. It could be disastrous to approach the king on the wrong day.
To you, my dear, never. The stars have always been kind to you.
The stars, maybe, but the sun remains dark in my eyes so long as that Jew lives.
Bring me some entertainment. And you, bring me some wine. Lots of it. And you, bring me Rowena. Yeah, you know the one.
Living in the palace as queen to a heathen king had its difficulties. Sometimes Esther was not called in to see the king for weeks at a time.
I look up at the sky and I see the stars. Why were they there? And I see the moon. Why is it there? But my biggest question is, why am I here? Do you see me?
Come on, Hadassah. Mommy, where are you? Why is that mommy loud? Everybody happy? Why is they doing that?
Hadassah, where are you?
Insolent Jew? Why, you dirty, rotten son of a jackrabbit's uncle twice removed?
The courtyard.
I believe it is Haman, Your Majesty.
Well, let him in.
Oh, Your Majesty.
You may rise. What is your request?
Well, you see, there's a certain people scattered from their own homeland and dispersed throughout all the provinces of my kingdom, of your kingdom.
And?
Well, their laws are different than the rest of the people in your great kingdom.
And?
Well, they don't keep the king's laws.
Oh?
No, they don't. And their refusal to submit to your wise and sagacious rule will no doubt foment rebellion among the many other races you've conquered and transplanted in your knowledge and mighty power. But the king doesn't need to hear this from a humble prince, as he has surely already foreseen the problem as well as the solution. The king doesn't need to hear from a mere prince what consequences might come about by allowing this pestilent rot to spread their vile disregard of the king's law, because he has long ago devised a plan to eliminate the problem before it destroys my your vast empire.
Of course I have. And these rebellious people you mentioned,
are, as of course, as you know, these wicked Jews that live here among us. Oh, Your Majesty, if it's not too presumptuous, might I, your humble servant, venture to guess the nature of your plan?
My plan? Yes! You may guess. I grant you that request.
Will the king cause an edict to be written that all of the Jews will be utterly destroyed? No, don't help me. And the spoils will be given to those that helped to kill them?
Yes! That is it exactly. See? You are not promoted for nothing.
Oh, no, my king. You are the truly brilliant one. What an ingenious plan! And I personally will donate 10,000 talents of silver to see the king's plan brought to fruition.
You're donating your own money?
Oh, but of course. The land is calling me. No, begging me to purge out these dangerous and foul creatures. It is by far a far nobler thing that I do.
The silver is given back to you, as well as the people to do as you see fit.
Your Majesty is too kind.
Scribe! Write this down, that on the 12th month, 13th day, all Jews, that's men, women, and children, are to be killed. Anyone who kills them may collect their belongings as a spoil, make copies of these, and post them throughout each and every province.
Oh, Your Majesty, the ring?
Oh. You want it to be signed, so that it cannot be changed. I should think about this. Do some research. Check things out. Well, I have so little time. Here, you take the ring. I give that power to you. It's the law of the Medes and the Persians. It cannot be changed, cannot be changed. And though I might have a conversion, it cannot be changed, cannot be changed. In every law, there's always a way out. I can change it to fit my needs, and everyone must cater to my whims, except in the law of the Medes. It's the law of the Medes and the Persians. It cannot be changed, cannot be changed. And though it might be a diversion, it cannot be changed, cannot be changed. If I might have a change of heart, if the situation seems absurd, as king I can always have my way, except when you've given your word. It's the law of the Medes and the Persians. It cannot be changed, cannot be changed. And though I might have a conversion, it cannot be changed, cannot be changed, cannot be changed, cannot be changed, cannot be changed. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Power, honor, money too is mine, mine, mine with homage due. Haman's law must be repealed. His motive has to be revealed.
He's climbing. Poor, poor children who will never be born. Poor children who will never be born. They will never know their mother and dad. Never know the grand things they did.
My charm has gotten my request, except for one thing, I have gotten the rest.
Since how can we escape this mess?
My way, and to fast we need to pray. Gather all for these 3 days, put all our sustenance away.
The child I bear would be so fair, have talent so rare, we'd have taken such care. Oh, poor children who will never be born. Oh, poor children who will never be born. They will
Gather all for these 3 days, put all our sustenance away.
the child I bear would be so fair, have talent so much, we'd have taken such care.
In sackcloth and ashes today, Abigail? And who, might I ask, is so unlucky to acquire mourning? May it be so to our enemies. Your mother, I trust, as well?
My mother, may she live to be 100, is fine, except that she's in danger of losing her life. as is your mother.
My mother? Why, she is strong. Strong as 2 oxen is my mother.
And she will die, as will every other Jew in Shushan. My husband has just returned from the king's courtyard with notices that we are to be exterminated.
Exterminated? Like some unwanted rats we are now? But surely Esther will not let this happen. She is Jewish, right? The king will not kill his queen.
No one in Shushan knows she is Jewish. Perhaps she alone will be spared. Perhaps not. Remember Vashti.
Shalom, Abigail, Rachel. Have you heard the news?
Mordecai has told us.
We've just come from the town gate, and the notices are posted everywhere.
The new law takes effect on the 14th and 15th day of the month of Adar. The death warrants have been signed with the king's ring.
But Esther is the queen. Perhaps she can help us.
The law of the Medes and the Persians is clear. Because the death warrants have been signed with the king's ring, even the king himself cannot change what he has written.
It is a sad day for our people. A sad, sad day. Oh, to be in Israel again, the land of milk and honey. When? Oh God, when can we again return to the land of our fathers?
Oh, Yerushalayim, Yerushalayim, the city of our God. How we long to climb your hills and worship at Elohim's holy temple. How long, Adonai? How long will you wait? How long until you take vengeance upon our enemies? Surely you have not forgotten your people. Even as you heard your people cry and sent your prophet Moses to deliver them from Egypt, so we cry out to our deliverer today.
I will lift up my eyes. I will look to the hills. From there does my help come from? Where does my help come from? It comes from the Lord. He that keeps Israel.
Queen Esther,
Yes, Atach?
Mordecai sits at the king's gates, clothed in sackcloth and ashes.
Oh no! Quick, take me he's close to him. Tell him he cannot enter the king's gates dressed that way.
He would not take the clothing. He wanted you to see this.
This is a proclamation calling for the extermination of the Jews living in the land of Persia. Haman will pay silver, bounty, for every Jew killed. None shall escape. This has been signed with the king's ring. The law of the Medes and the Persians. Oh dear God, this cannot be!
This is his most urgent message. You must go to the king and plead with him for the lives of your people.
What he asked for is impossible. Everyone here knows that there is but one law for anyone, man or woman, who enters the king's chambers uninvited. And that is death. If by chance the king holds out his golden scepter, then that person may live. But tell Mordecai that the king has lost interest in me. I've not been called to see him for the last 30 days. Fast for me, eating and drinking nothing for 3 full days and nights. I and my maidens will do the same. Then I shall go to the king, which is against the law. And even if I die, I must go to save my people. My life is in your hands, O Lord, for this season I was born.
life. And you have found favor. What is your request? For it shall be granted to you.
My king, if the things seem right, then let the king and Haman come to a banquet I shall prepare for you today.
A banquet? This is good. Yes, this is excellent. Zather, tell him to hurry and get ready, so that he may do as Esther has requested.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Marble floors of red, white, and blue, hangings fastened to the walls, beds of silver, vessels of gold. What an amazing garden hall! All the past is left behind, but thoughts of freedom often come to mind. Standing here all day with feet that throb, this is our job.
Esther, what is your request? For it shall be granted to you. Even to half of the kingdom, it shall be performed.
My petition and my request is
Yes?
that if I have found favor in the sight of the king,
Yes?
and it pleases the king to grant my petition
Yes?
and to perform my request,
Yes?
then let the king and Haman come to another banquet I shall prepare for you tomorrow, as the king has said.
It shall be done. Bow, you ignorant Jew!
Haman, full of pride and arrogance, invited all of his friends to his house. He began to brag about his many riches.
See how rich I am?
His many children.
See my many children. Quicker-witted, more advanced, and better looking than anyone else's.
And all of the many, many promotions the king had given.
I've got a few people. And all of the many, many promotions the king had given to me. Yes, the king advanced me even above his princes and personal servants. And yet this, even Esther, the queen, didn't invite anyone else to the banquet but the king and myself. And tomorrow, I'm invited to dine with them again. Wonderful Haman.
What status you have.
You are one of the few.
He is unforgettable. Famous knocking at his door.
It's obvious. Queen Esther has singled you out.
You're on your way up, almost equal to the king.
He is equal to the king.
More than equal to the king.
More than equal?
He is like a huge boulder sitting next to a polished stone, embedded on top of the highest mountain in the whole world.
He's my Mr. Wonderful.
Yet, all this means nothing to me, so long as Mordecai sits at the gate, strong, silent, bold.
Let a gallows be made, 50 feet high, and tomorrow speak to the king that he would be hanged on it.
And afterward, you can enjoy the banquet with the king and queen as you deserve.
Have the astrologers cast the pearl. If the omen is good for tomorrow, I'll go first thing in the morning. I can't wait.
I can't sleep. The sleeping potion did no good. Bring me the book of the King's Chronicles. That'll make me sleepy. Nah, you read to me. And start here.
100 measures of wheat were delivered to the palace gate. Raisins, dates, and figs were brought in from the storage rooms. The eunuch Shazgaz, because of dedicated and loyal service, was made keeper of the second house of women. Chamberlains Bigthana and Teresh, the king's doorkeepers, plotted to kill the king. Mordecai the Jew saved the king's life by reporting what he'd overheard to Esther, who in turn told the king.
Oh, right. Read that again.
100 measures of wheat.
No, not that. Shazgaz, second house of women. Here it is. Mordecai the Jew saved the king's life. I remember this incident. And what reward was given to him for his noble deed?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing. He saved my life, and I did nothing.
Sire, you'll feel better in the morning. Try to get a little sleep.
It is morning. See, dawn is approaching. It'll be light soon.
Of course, Your Majesty. You are the king.
Yes, I am the king. If I say it is morning, it is morning. If I say it is nighttime, it is nighttime. So why can I not command myself to fall asleep? Mordecai the Jew saved the king's life. Would you like some nice shoes or something?
Bow, you pestilent Jew!
I will never bow to you, you murderous Agagite!
Oh yeah? Well, you had your chance. I'm going to enjoy this.
Who would cause all this commotion at this time of night?
Night, sir?
Well, of course it's nighttime. See how dark it is? How loud they are?
Of course, Your Majesty. You are the king.
Well, what's the cause for all that commotion?
Judging by the negative response, I would guess it is Haman.
Let him in. The fates must have sent him.
Oh, Your Majesty, the sun is shamed to show its face in your overwhelming presence. See how the dawn...
Yes. Hey, how do I reward a good man, a decent man, an honest man, a man long overdue for such reward as this?
who would the king wish to honor above me? Who else has this clever ability to manipulate his royal moods and to influence his royal decisions? He believes me. He trusts me. Who else could it be but me? There could be no other. Oh, your majesty. Again, you bestow upon me the great honor of guessing that which you already know. It is impossible that I should hope to discern a mind so scintillating as yours, but I will obey my lord and master. Will the king command that this most honored man ride the king's finest horse and wear the king's best robes and, do I dare say it? Yes. Even to wear the king's crown, and let your most noble prince run through the street shouting, "This is what shall be done to a man the king delights to honor."
Excellent! That is it exactly. Now let it be done, as you have said, for Mordecai the Jew. Zephyr, would you go get the clothing? And would you take it to him as you run at the head of the streets and as you shout? Don't leave out a single part of all you said to do.
Well? Yes, Your Majesty.
So, Haman took the king's clothing, gave them to Mordecai, and led him through the streets of Shushan.
This is what shall be done to a man the king delights to honor.
Is that the great Haman?
I thought he was a prince. He sure doesn't look like a prince.
He's nothing more than a servant.
Less than a servant. The king's slaves have more class.
This is what shall be done to a man the king delights to honor.
Who is the man in the royal clothing?
He's so handsome. Very distinguished.
He reminds me of someone. Is that my husband? Could this be Mordecai?
But why would the king honor him this way?
This is what shall be done to a man the king delights to honor.
Isn't that the Jew that sits in front of the palace gates?
It is, but look at Haman. Until now, I haven't seen him lift so much as a finger.
Yeah, but now I can't tell who's sweating more, him or the horse.
The great Haman indeed.
Almost at last.
This is what shall be done to a man the king delights to honor.
It is Mordecai. It is Mordecai.
Getting a award for Mordecai's death, I succeeded in making a complete fool of myself in front of the entire city.
You don't have to tell me. I heard you shouting in the streets today. I didn't think the noise would ever stop.
You have begun to fall before Mordecai the Jew. You're not going to win.
I thought you said Haman was more than equal to the king.
That was yesterday. A boulder, no matter how big, that begins to roll down the side of a mountain will only gather speed until it crashes at the bottom.
And no one can stop it.
The higher it starts, the bigger it crashes.
But the polished stone stays on top of the mountain.
Precisely!
He's my unbeatable Haman. He'll win, you'll see. You'll be rid of Mordecai soon. Haman, my dear, see? The gallows are finished.
I'm here to escort Haman to the Queen's banquet.
But I haven't a chance to shave or to wash.
Just come as you are. There's no time to spare. We don't dare be late. A sumptuous meal with the king and queen. However, he felt nervous, disheveled, and unsure of himself. Queen Esther, on the other hand, was calm, though somewhat cool toward Haman. And Ahasuerus, though tired from lack of sleep, was extremely perplexed, as well as curious as to what this whole affair would lead to. The music and entertainment at the banquet only increased his impatience until he could contain himself no longer.
My queen, I can wait no longer. Pray, what is your petition? For it shall be granted to you, even to half of the kingdom, it shall be performed.
If it please the king.
Yes.
And if I have found favor in his sight.
Yes.
And the things seem right to the king.
Yes.
And I be pleasing in his eyes.
Yes. Yes.
Then save my life and save my people, I beg of you. For we are to be sold, I and my people, to be slain and to perish. If we had only been sold for slaves, I would have said nothing.
Who is he? And where is he? Who would dare do such a thing?
The enemy is this wicked Haman.
Oh, my queen, I beg you for my life.
You dare assault the queen in my very presence! Guards, take him away.
Look over there. See the gallows? Haman made them for Mordecai, the one who saved his majesty's life.
For Mordecai, hang Haman on it.
No, you can't do this to me. I'm a prince.
Take him away.
Get your hands off of me!
Esther, the house of Haman and everything in it now belongs to you.
Oh, my king, if I have found favor in your sight,
Yes.
then I would like to give these properties to my cousin, my father, my mentor.
3 people?
No, just one.
Mordecai the Jew, the man that saved my life.
Yes, Mordecai.
So, Esther explained all that Mordecai was to her. The king, deeply impressed by the loyalty, obedience, and purity of both Mordecai and Esther, immediately gave to Mordecai the position which had just been removed from the late Haman. And that, my friends, is how a simple, poor captive in a foreign land, rose to become great and next in power to the strongest king in the world. What happened to the law that could not be changed? Esther pleaded once more for the lives of her people, and though the law could not be changed, a solution was found. A new law was made which gave the Jews power over their enemies. On the 13th and the 14th days of the month of Adar, the enemies of the Jews in all 127 provinces were killed. The Jewish race was not only saved, but its population tripled in one day. How could this be, you might ask? Simple. Anyone who had any sense became a Jew. So many rituals, so many traditions. How will I remember it all? Oh well, shalom.
This feast we shall call Purim, and we will celebrate it every year throughout our generations. Not only on one day, but on 2 days, because of the great victory we have had.